everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new around here, my name is Mandy and I am a full-time reseller. On this channel, I like to make reseller content. Like today's video is going to be my What Sold Wednesday video. I will go over my numbers and my actual listings so you can see my photos, my descriptions, my titles, and what is currently selling for me. I also do unboxings, come thrift with me's, thrift hauls, informational videos. So if any of that is interesting to you and you haven't yet subscribed and you'd like to, please make sure to hit the button below. So this week was, I would say, a tad bit better than last week. I like that we're going up as opposed to less sales. Mercari is about the same, like 2 sales around 60 bucks. I don't know what's going on there. I hope that that picks up because that is not my norm. I usually have like 5 to 6 sales over there. Poshmark has just kind of been in that 300 to 400 range, which is also not normally my norm in past time. Poshmark, I have said this over and over, I don't know what's going on over there. It used to be my best platform and now it is worse than eBay. eBay is definitely outperforming Poshmark recently. I did do another live sale for the t-shirts. As you can see, those are now gone. I think I did it for about like 40 minutes. No one said anything. No one was interested in anything. So I think I'm going to take a break from the lives just because I'm getting into that mentality where when I'm at the bins, I'm like, oh, I'll pick this up for a live show. I'll pick this up for a live show. And the live shows just really aren't panning out. So I am getting inventory that's not great that I don't really want to list. And it's just accumulating. So I'm going to take a break. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm just forcing this live show thing and maybe it's just not for me and I should put my time and effort into something else. So as of right now, live shows are going to be on hold. Another thing with Poshmark, I was looking for items the other day and I don't know if there's something going on with the search, but it seems to be very hard to find anything. And it wasn't even like I was looking for something like super, rare or anything like that. It was a pair of printed We The Free overall denim like jeans. And I put something very similar to that in there and it showed me 0 results. And I'm like, how can that even be? And then when I go into Google and put the same thing, I find a whole bunch of them that are listed on Poshmark. So I don't know if there's something going on with the search engine over there again. And that's part of the issue with sales because people just can't find anything. I was thinking about it, when was that? It must not have been last year. It might have been 2 years ago when they had that whole debacle about the searches and they changed it to, what was it, like relevance or something like that, and everyone was changing their titles to just like cute shirt, and it wasn't the really long keyword titles that we're using now. And I know Poshmark is kind of pushing the different filters that, that's an easier way to search, but I still think that if you put in something kind of vague, something should pop up as opposed to, there aren't any in this. I can't remember exactly what the prompt thing says, but it's saying that there isn't anything that matches those words, which is not true because, like I said, I went to Google and it worked. So I don't know what's going on with Poshmark. eBay picked up a little bit this week, which was good. I had some pretty high dollar sales over there. Some dresses. I'm hoping they don't get returned for fit. We'll see. That's the only bad thing about eBay is I do offer returns, but the buyer has to pay. But they do get quite a, time frame to do so. And when I'm selling, not higher end dresses, but more expensive dresses for a certain event, I sometimes get nervous that people are essentially just renting them for me. They get them close enough to the time they need it, they wear it and return it, and then really they're only out the shipping cost. So I don't want to think that that's what people are doing, but it has happened in the past, so it's just kind of a thought I have in my head. So we will get into the listings. I'll scoot over here. Starting with Poshmark, this skirt came from like the last Quick Lots box that I got that was halfway decent. I don't even know how to say that. Addicted? I don't know. This one was like a sparkly skirt. It wasn't sequins. It was, I'm not even sure what you call that. It's almost like flat discs that are sewn onto the skirt. This one did end up going for $30. This Dakine crossbody bag I've had for quite a while. I picked it up at the bins probably 6 months ago or so, and I wasn't expecting to get a lot for it. I am slowly moving things out, especially bags. I don't find them very often, And when they sit around, I kind of just want them to go. So this was actually going to end up going to ThredUp, but someone did offer me $10. I figured I'd make more this way. This Athleta swimsuit I've had forever. There are two that, for whatever reason, no one has been interested in, and it's this one and a seersucker one that I just pulled and I'm sending to ThredUp. Someone did offer me $20. I thought that was great. Another pair of Crocs. I think I've sold this exact pair 3 or 4 times now. I got these at Goodwill probably 4 weeks ago, and they did go for an offer of $23. Old Navy linen pants. These were a medium tall. I am slowing down with picking up the linen pants from Old Navy just because we are getting into August and September. So, you know, it will start getting a little bit cooler. I know some places are warm year round, but I don't want to have a closet full of linen, you know, going into winter. So I am taking reasonable offers on those items. Someone did offer me $16. Jane and Delancey, this is another brand I'm kind of taking a step back from. I used to do pretty well with the plus size, but it seems like now it is better for bigger sizes and more of like this novelty print like this one. This one had birds on it. I think I've sold ones with like dogs on it before, but the floral ones I'm kind of not picking up anymore, just sticking to the novelty prints. This one did go for my full asking price of $22 and probably sold within 3 weeks. Cabby, one of my favorite brands to sell. I probably could have gotten more for these. It was a slower week, so I was, you know, okay taking offers. These probably would have went better in the fall, winter with this houndstooth print, but they did go for an offer of $29. Columbia, these were actually in one of my last live shows. No one was interested in them. I think they started them at $10. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to list them one more time, pretty cheap, see if anyone, you know, wants them. Otherwise, I'm sending them to ThredUp. They did offer me $18, which I thought was fair. This motorcycle jacket I picked up at the bins probably 2 weeks ago. It was lighter weight, more of like mesh as opposed to like a canvas feel. It did have the padding in it. There was some discoloration, some wear, but someone did offer me $32 for this. This L Space bikini top came in that same quick box lot as the first skirt that I showed. This was new with tags, size medium. It did go for an offer of $38. This boho skirt, picked up at the bins. It's Bobby Brooks, which I know now is sold at Dollar General, I think, but this was older, so I'm not sure if that was from somewhere else, but I figured just style alone, this would do okay. And someone did offer me $15 for this. These Calvin Klein pants I've had for probably over a year. They were a linen blend slim fit men's. Someone offered me $23 and I was definitely happy to see those go. I think I picked them up for probably $2 at Goodwill. These were a pair of youth Converse, the chunkier ones. These were originally bought for someone in the family. They didn't fit, so my mom just said, you know, go ahead and sell them. These ended up going for an offer of $40. Kalia, I do okay with, and it kind of is like hit or miss on what the item really is that sells well. Because I've done well with shorts, tops, some leggings, and some bras, I think, too. So some things sit and some things don't. I haven't really figured out like what the secret is to what sells the best, because this was a jumpsuit. I've never picked up a jumpsuit before, and it was an extra small. I've been using keywords with travel and on the go for these type of jumpsuits, and I think that it might be working. I'm not exactly sure, but this one did end up going for an offer of $30. There's another Cabby sweater. This was another one that was getting ready to be pulled to go to ThredUp. I get decent payouts for Cabby there, and I've had this for a while. Someone did offer me $20. I was just happy to see this one go. This Lucky Brand sweater I picked up at the bins, I think maybe like 3 months ago. It is super cute, very grandma. It has the open knit in places. It's button front. It has knit flowers on it. Someone did offer me $40, and I thought that was great. To eBay, this was picked up at a bin store in town, like an Amazon return type thing. I got a mystery box, and this was in there. It is a portable water heater. I believe you use it for like camping maybe, or if you have, I don't know, like open water in the winter and you need it to stay, you know, movable and not frozen, you would use this. It went for $6.99, which isn't a lot, but I mean, this doesn't go for much to begin with. This Alex Evenings gown I've had for quite a while. which is fine because I know these type of dresses you need to find the right buyer, and this was a size 6, so it was a little bit smaller. This ended up going for an offer of $75. This is one of them that I'm a little concerned that, you know, could get returned. I hope it doesn't. Next up, these Crofton Barrow shoes. I picked these up without looking at comps. They were new with tags, size 9, like a comfort shoe. Someone did offer me $15, which is fine because comps were not good. Gymshark, I picked this one up at Goodwill. I think I paid $7.99, which was not the smartest idea for me. But it was an extra large. That's kind of why I thought, you know, maybe it would go over well. It did end up going for full asking price of $22, which ended up working out. These Talbots pants were linen. They were high rise. They had those sailor buttons, which was great, and a size 10. These did end up going for an offer of $28. Next is this Joie, is it Joie, I think, like cargo skirt, but it had more of a satiny feel to it. This had a lot of likers on, or watchers on eBay, and I think Poshmark. Then someone did end up offering me $20, which I thought was fair. I picked this up at the bins probably, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, so it was a pretty quick flip. Next up is Dixon Flannel. I saw this on a new rack at Goodwill, and something in the back of my mind was like, I know I've heard this brand before. So I just popped it in my cart and looked up comps later. Comps were great. It was a size 2XL. It looked like someone maybe got this for Christmas or something, took the tags off of it and never wore it. It was still really crisp. Someone did offer me $40. I had a lot of really lowball offers on this, and I was not going to take that just because we are going into fall. $40 I thought was fair. Soft Surroundings, I'm pretty picky when it comes to this brand, but this had a lot going for it. It had beading, it had mixed print, it was embroidered, it was, you know, kind of that boho feel with a flowy silhouette to it. This one did go for $35, and I picked this up at the bins a couple months ago. These cabbie wedges I have had for, I don't even know, like at least a year and a half. This was another one where I had them priced too high, and I had an offer like right away when I listed them, and I declined it, which I should have taken, because after that it was like no one was interested. These I had up for an auction. That is something that I've been doing on eBay for items that I'm ready to purge from my inventory before sending them to Plato's Closet or to ThredUp. I will put them on auction for maybe 3 weeks and just see what happens. And if no one wants it, then I'll pull it from my inventory and, you know, bring it somewhere else. But these did end up go for $13.99. This Maggie London dress, I think, came in a Quick Lots box. It was kind of cool. It had that cutout on the chest area. This ended up going for an offer of $27. I had it listed for $40, which I probably could have got more in the 30s, but right now I am just kind of in the mindset to just keep things moving as long as there's enough profit there. This Daniel Hetcher, I think is how you pronounce that. This was a blazer. This came from a family friend. I've had it for quite a while. This ended up going for an offer of $32. This also came in that mystery box from the pallet store. This is actually denture adhesive. And I was like, when I first pulled it, I'm like, what is this? Like, I'm going to have to donate this somewhere. But it was 6 boxes. They were all unopened, and someone did pay full price of $24.99. So not a bad deal. I am open to selling just about anything as long as I can make a profit from it and it's going to move quickly. This was another really good sale, this Madeline Gardner dress. I've had this though for probably 2 years. Another smaller size, size 4. This one was new with tags. I did put promoted on this. I can't remember the percentage. I think maybe like 9 or 5. Maybe it was 5% on this one just because I've had it for so long. And someone did come in and offer $100, which I thought was very fair. I think I got this at a thrift store for like 80% off, so it was like $5 maybe. So $100, hoping that it fits and they keep it and doesn't get returned. This jacket I got at Goodwill in the winter. When I looked up comps, I think I saw like $100 comps. I was like, oh, this is great. I will pay the $8. Like, didn't even think twice about it. This has sat forever and hardly has had any interest. Someone did come in and offer me $35, and I was more than happy to see this go. Then the last sale was on Depop. This came from the bins just a couple weeks ago, like a paisley, very Stevie Nicks kind of whimsy, like not even a cardigan, like a shawl cardigan, kimono type deal. And this did end up going for an offer of $17. So looking at totals for the week, on Poshmark, $346 for 14 items sold. Mercari, $60 for 2 items sold. eBay, $585.48 for 14 items sold. And then Depop, $17 for 1 item sold. Total is $1,008.50, and then I get to take home, after fees and average cost of goods taken out, $643.61 for 31 items sold. So going into next week, I'm continuing to keep doing what I've been doing. Each day I've been taking at least 2 or 3 of my bins, kind of doing a quick inventory of them to make sure that things are listed. I've noticed when I've been doing this, a lot of my eBay listings, because I do use Flip and I don't go into eBay and like look at what is delisting, that a lot of those I have like missed or something where it has fallen off and it's not getting relisted like it should. So I've been kind of going in and seeing, you know, what is not on eBay that should be on eBay, especially now that I have promoted my store to the 10,000 listing one. So like I definitely have the room to have listings up on eBay and kind of, you know, switch them around. And that's also been a good way for me to kind of purge things. I've been going to Plato's quite a bit the last couple weeks, which is great to just get, you know, straight cash. Thrifting has been okay recently. It was pretty bad the last couple weeks. I've been going at different times to the thrift store, and I've been lucky so far at the Goodwills to be kind of when they're bringing out new racks. Just the other day, I found a pair of Lululemon pants, like joggers, in this really pretty pink color. 2 pairs of We The Free overalls, which were great. They were in a large, extra large. 2 pairs of Spanx pants. One was like a flare, one was a little bit of a wider leg. What else did I get that day? They've been bringing out their Halloween stuff, which is awesome. That's my favorite thing to look at, is for vintage Halloween decor. And then also they're putting out like their costume stuff. That is a great place to look if you are looking for more style-based items. Especially in my thrift store, that's when they bring out like the really cool dresses that kind of look witchy, vintage things that they normally aren't putting out. So that is a place to look for that kind of stuff. When this video comes out, I will actually be at an actual Goodwill bins. So I will be there in hopes to get some good inventory to bring home to list. And I'm hoping that the thrift stores continue to be good to me, but I need to find something, because I can't rely on like, oh, I went today and I got 4 items. You know, I need to continuously get good items and multiples of those items. So I will continue going to the bins. It's supposed to be cooler this week. When I say the bins in our town, it's not affiliated with Goodwill. It's just its own thrift store, and they only switch out the containers that they have there every other day. So it's not like there's continuous new inventory coming in, you know, every hour. And it is supposed to be cooler, so that will be nice, because last week I just skipped it altogether because it was in the 90s and it's too hot in there. So that is something to look forward to. As far as videos go, I believe the next video will probably be my Goodwill haul, you know, as long as everything goes well. I would imagine. I've never gone there and only gotten, you know, like 10 pounds or something. So fingers crossed that there's good inventory this week. So let me know how your sales are going this week. It seems like I'm kind of still getting a mix of people buying summer things and more fall, winter, which is good because I still do have quite a bit of summer stuff. And I mean, it is still hot in most of the country. So if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give it a like. It really helps out the channel and I really appreciate it. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.